It's streaming live, Chair.
Thank you very much indeed. Right, as Chair, I'd like to confirm that members have discussed the confidential appendices and reports and had a presentation from the project director. So we've got very little left to do. We're doing well tonight. It's recommended that the Manydown Overview Committee note the progress of the Manydown project and reviews the comments and content of this report for consideration by the Manydown Executive Committee. I've got a few notes. The biggest issue, I should have done this sum up earlier, but I didn't. I've got that we're expecting to see people on site in January doing survey work, that archaeology work is due to start in March 21, and reserve matters application and early grade infrastructure, hopefully early part of next year. The biggest thing that seems to be coming out of this meeting and the last meeting is the carbon neutral issues. Councillor Tomlin had to leave to go to another meeting. He was bringing it up. Councillor Mahaffey was bringing it up. I spoke to Andrew earlier. I am hoping that we will have a speaker next time to speak on the delivery of carbon neutral houses, which are carbon neutral in build and carbon neutral throughout their lifetime. Yes, Councillor Mahaffey.
Just on that one, harping back to the conversation we had with Bioregional and BedZ many months ago, Andrew, you did say that that was still on your radar and that you were going to have that conversation with them. Would the next time be an appropriate time to wheel them in and have a chat with them as well, or have you checked that one off?
I think it's a good point to make, Councillor Mahaffey. I think what I've agreed with Councillor Robinson is just to have a conversation with the developer. We could look at having a couple of speakers come in and address the Manydown Overview Committee. If we theme it correctly with a structure around examining the opportunities that are out there, then I think it would be a good session for members to have a wider take on some of the matters beyond Manydown and Basingstoke. So leave that with me. Let me look at what the possibility is of bringing people into a meeting and presenting, and then, if I may, I'll talk to both yourself and Councillor Robinson about how we'll structure something like that. So I think having external people invited to come in and address the committee is always helpful, because it broadens our understanding and your understanding of what is out there. So leave that with me, if you may.
Thank you. Yes, please. I mean, Bioregional have been at this for a long time, and they've got one of the longest standing carbon neutral developments in the country. So I bow to their knowledge, and I'd like them included if that's possible, or if we can find somebody better. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Councillor Isaac.
Just an observation on that last point. I just want us to recognise that the situation we're now in is that we are in a 50-50 partnership with Urban Civic and Wellcome Trust, and therefore I think it would make sense to ensure that if we're bringing in advisors and so forth who want to talk about how to build net carbon zero homes, that this is something that we've got the support of Urban Civic and Wellcome, and also, for that matter, Hampshire County Council. So I think it's going to be more. It's more likely to sort of have the necessary levels of support if Andrew makes sure that in anything he brings to this committee, it's something that has got the support of our partners.
Thank you for that. Certainly, we would. I certainly wouldn't want to do anything without them being on board with it. I'm sure Andrew wouldn't either. All that's left on my agenda now is to confirm the work programme. Andrew.
Chair, I think we've put a work programme forward up to March next year, and the reason for that is that I think the last sort of formal meeting before you go into the pre-election processes in March. So we will then do once we've gone through that process, do an update of a refreshed programme going beyond sort of May, June 2021. So if there are any comments on that work programme, happy to take them from members, Chair.
Okay, comments? No, in that case, we've noted the work programme. That's the end of the agenda. So thank you very much, everybody. And well, I'll be seeing most of you on Thursday night, but to those I'm not, Merry Christmas, and we will speak in the new year. Thank you, everybody, and good night.